Today, or at least the day I'm recording this, is the anniversary of a very exciting day for Eric and me. A year ago today, we moved into our first house. If you watch my videos regularly, this isn't news to you. You've been seeing the rooms of this house for like a year, but they didn't always look this way. So today I'm gonna be showing you guys kind of like a home tour slash before and after of the updates of this house. Let's go!
Hey guys, super exciting news. Eric and I just bought our first house and we're really excited. We got all our stuff moved in, so let's go inside and see what it looks like. Da, 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 da. Oh. Hello. It looks not great. So this is day one of moving into our new house. As you know, we were living in a hotel before this, so Bear is just really thrilled to have access to our old furniture. But yeah, this is the living room. I think it's gonna be good. Obviously right now we have a lot of random crap in here because we just moved in. Like I'm showing you guys literally from day one. But one thing that I really like about this living room is the fireplace. I also really like this window. Like there's a lot of natural light in here. You're cute. He's so relaxed right now. Yeah. I think he really likes the carpet, which sucks because one thing that we're gonna do in this living room is get rid of the green carpet. And hopefully there will be like nice hardwood under it. But that's like the biggest change we wanna make in this room, right?
Yeah, and painting it.
Then you walk through this kind of hallway thing, and the first room on your left is gonna be an office. This is where I'm gonna definitely record like inkling videos, stuff like that, because I'm gonna have a whole like desk set up here. I'm gonna have like my bookshelf beside it. Eric's desk gonna go over there. Yeah, and I would say we don't have a lot of plans for this room. It's a fine room for an office. We'll probably paint because the people who lived in here before had like a 12-year-old kid and he had a lot of posters, which like I'm not knocking that. When I was a kid, I wanted so many posters, but we might have to paint over like the damage from the posters. And I don't know, we kind of just might want a different color than this. So the only thing I really see in this room's future is painting. The next room you have is the bathroom. I love that there's a window in here. You know, obviously I'm gonna keep the window closed, but there are some things that we want to add to this bathroom. There isn't a towel bar, which is really interesting. But I love that there's all this storage up here above the toilet. It's just we might either hang a towel bar like here, or maybe just get like a thing to put on top of the door. And the other thing is this bathroom is naturally blue and black themed. Before our bathroom was purple and gray. So we're gonna have to get some new like shower curtains or something eventually. Then you come in the bedroom, which doesn't have a ton of lighting, but that's fine. It's not like I'm doing like a lot of studying in the bedroom, but we have it set up pretty close to how we want it. The bed's gonna go here so we can watch TV on top of the dresser when we start falling asleep. And I really want to have like a little reading nook over here. So we're gonna put a chair over here, maybe like a lamp or something. So that's gonna be really cool. And we actually agree that we like the color of this bedroom a lot. So I don't know if there's going to be a lot of changes going on. These blue blinds, we might get rid of those because I don't know, I've never seen blue blinds before. Maybe we'll find out that we love blue blinds. But yeah, not a lot of changes that are probably going to be made in here. The only thing is that the closet is a little bit small, so we might get another dresser. But yeah, the bedroom's actually really nice. And then you come in the kitchen, which I really like the setup of this kitchen. I think the big thing about this one is that the appliances are a little bit outdated. I personally think they're so cute. So if they work well, I mean, maybe we'll hold on to them, but eventually we'll probably want to update them. But you know, really cute oven. The stove is like very 70s, and this dishwasher. The dishwasher is so cute to me. It like matches the cabinets. And then the other big thing about the kitchen is carpeted floors. Who puts carpet in the kitchen? I don't understand. Like, Eric is very offended by this.
I'm upset.
Yeah.
Think of all the foodstuffs that go on your kitchen floor. You know how easy it is to clean the kitchen floor with a mop if it's like a linoleum or tile or hard surface?
I agree.
Can't do that with that.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
It's gross.
I agree.
Yeah, with Pepsi.
Yeah. The other thing that we're going to change about this kitchen is this red wall. We don't have a problem with the fact that it's red, but a lot of the paint is chipped. Yep. So we're going to paint over it. We might keep it red, or we might change it to another color. I don't know. Depends on if we like update the cabinets. It depends on a lot of things. Then if we go downstairs, there's this really nice basement area. We're planning on making it kind of like a guest quarters, so that's why there's a mattress down here, and that's like the only thing down here. There's even a bathroom, which has no door, so that's definitely a change that we're gonna wanna make. But yeah, there's already a bathroom down here, so it just screams, make a guest quarters out of me. So that's what we're gonna do. I love the like little windows and stuff. You get some natural light, even though it's a basement. We got like washer and dryer over there. They even have this bar area. Obviously, there are a lot of things that we would need to do to get it looking more homey, but it definitely has a lot of potential. One more thing that has a lot of potential is this kind of bonus room that we have up here. It's just like an attic that got renovated into an actual usable space with like nice hardwood floors. The ceilings up here are like orange. There's not a light switch up here. I wish I could show you the color of these ceilings accurately. It's like a pinkish, what do you call this color? Like sheetrock pink? Something rock pink. But yeah, it even has like these cute like built-in bookshelves. Like there's definitely potential for this room up here, but it needs better AC. It gets really stuffy up here, and some sort of light source. But yeah, I don't know. We have a couple different ideas of what we might do with this room. We might turn it into like a recording area where we can record like YouTube videos, and Eric can do like audio work. It might become like a guest quarters or just like a cozy nook to chill out, and I don't know. We'll figure out what we're doing with this room. But for now, we don't really have any specific plans. And the last thing that I'm really excited about with this house is we have a backyard. Yay! Bear doesn't freaking know what to do with the backyard. He's just hanging out on the concrete like a nerd. Yeah, so we have like a shed for storage and a nice yard. We're totally gonna get rid of these swing sets because they're too small for us, and we're the only ones that we're worried about. But yeah, there's like trees and flowers, and yeah, there's definitely a lot of potential here. We really want to start like a garden or something eventually, but we'll probably wait until next year. So yeah, this is our house right now. Obviously, it's not in a super presentable state, but yeah, I just want to show you guys what we are working with from day one. I'm very excited that we have a house together. Are you excited?
I'm super excited.
What are you most excited about, like, updating or, like, changing about the house?
Getting the living room.
Yeah.
To where we want it.
Yeah.
And painting the office walls. The office walls are pretty rough.
Yeah. I'm eager to see what is under the carpet. Hopefully it's nice hardwood. And I'm also really excited about painting this accent wall. See ya whenever we make more updates. Bye!
The first major change we made was to paint our office, and I forgot to record any footage of this, but that's okay. Here's my earliest reaction.
You may remember that this office area was originally like this lime green sort of color. And I mean, well, if you watch like any of my other videos, you've probably already seen this. Right, we have this, I don't know, we wanted a fairly like serious color because it's our office area. I don't know, we didn't want it to be like super bright, I guess is what I'm saying. So we settled on like it's hard to see maybe in the video. It's like a pinkish, grayish, I don't know, like to me, I want to call it like sheetrock. Is that what you call it? Sheetrock? It's like that color to me.
Now I like it even more because we've got some decorations hung up in there. I feel like this part of the house is exactly how I wanted it to look. Don't mind Eric's side of the room. He's been setting up for some streaming stuff lately, but when it's clean, this room looks really nice. Definitely the biggest, most time-consuming change that we made was painting the attic.
Hello.
Hi.
So we are painting the attic yellow.
As you can tell currently in the middle section and the side walls, it's this like, I wouldn't say ugly because it's not ugly, it's just this dark brownish red, like terracotta clay almost.
Yeah, it seriously looked like, especially with this texture, I don't know if that's showing up on the camera, but it literally looked like it was just made from like clay.
Yeah.
Like someone had made like bricks,
yeah.
But instead of putting it in the brick mold, they just made our attic, which looked kind of cool.
Kinda.
But it also made it feel really cramped up here.
Yes.
So we wanted to do a light color.
Yes.
On the ceiling, we're gonna do white. We're gonna paint these walls a blue, like a light blue.
Like sky blue.
And it's been super fun. We've gotten a lot of paint on the floor. So that's great. Last night it was weird because there's not, like, the other reason it always feels cramped up here because there's no lights at all. So we had this lamp, and that's how we were painting. Eventually we're gonna, I don't know, figure out some other lighting situation up here.
Possibly could put can lights in the ceiling.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I don't normally like yellow, but I think it looks really good.
I like it too.
Yeah, it's gonna be cute. Okay, we finished day 2 of painting yesterday. I think it's looking pretty good so far. I think with the red ceiling, it kind of looks like a circus. But you know, just imagine like this. I'm trying to like give you a visual of like how long this room is. It's crazy. So just picture this, but with a white ceiling instead of this red mesa thing. The other thing is that I think we're going to paint like these built-in shelves white because I don't feel like the brown is going to complement like the pastel kind of theme we got going on here. So we're planning on painting that white, all this like trim white. It's just all going to be white. I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but like in person, it really does feel like you have so much more space, which is good, but also kind of bad because I keep hitting my head on the ceiling right here because I forget that it's not actually taller than it was before. Anyway, I'm excited. I think it's gonna look really good. Here's the stairwell too. I haven't really been showing you guys the stairwell, but this whole thing was that weird shade of pink, and now it's yellow. And Bear, this is what Bear's been doing for the past 2 days. Sitting at the bottom of the stairs, just waiting for us to finish painting. Got an update for you guys. We have officially finished the attic. So the hallway to get upstairs is now all nice and yellow, and Eric is there permanently. Just kidding.
Oh no.
Yeah, so this is what it looks like when you come up here. We finally, you know, kind of put most of the furniture back in place. We still got, you know, it's still a little messy up here. And obviously now that this is a livable area, we're going to like, I don't know, put actual furniture up here, like maybe a table, some sort of dresser or something, so that if people stay here and need like a guest space, they have somewhere to put their clothes and stuff. We clearly need to like decorate the shelves over there.
And guys, it took us 3 weeks to get to this point. And part of it is because we only had time to paint on weekends, but the other part is like, it takes a really long time to paint an attic.
You think to yourself like, oh, we're gonna paint the attic, it's gonna be like pretty fast. Like it's just one room, but like then you remember that the attic is the entire width of our house. And we're also painting like this and the ceiling, and we had to do all the trim, and like there's this hallway where the stairs are. Like it was so much more than we expected. Obviously the lighting's still like really weird up here. We definitely need to get a better light situation. We have some lamps up here. I mean, I guess I can show you guys what it looks like. This is what our light situation is. One light over there and one light right there. And oh my gosh, when it was dark pinkish orange up here, it was like so dark with just one light. At night, it was terrible. And now, like for crying out loud, we can turn this off and turn that off, and you can still see up here, like perfectly fine. Like, look at this. Even with no light, just daylight, it's literally so much lighter than it was before.
Daylight.
Oh, is that what, I sing it again?
We took the nails off the pants.
And I feel like some people think it's weird that we have blue and yellow mixed together, but I think it's cute.
It's bright and sunny.
It's quirky. You're super out of focus, holy cow.
Well, I'm gonna go finish my cake.
Okay, no.
Our plans to add lighting haven't happened yet, but seriously, the color change alone makes it look 1,000 times brighter up here. I can come up here in the afternoon and read a book using the sun as my only light source, which I definitely couldn't have done with the old paint color.
Yay, blue and yellow room. I think it's cute.
The next room we worked on was the kitchen. The first change we made in there was pretty minor, and that was just replacing the dishwasher.
We want to eventually replace all the appliances in here because like these are so cute, but they're old and some of them don't work as well as they should. So yeah, we have a pretty old oven, a pretty old stove. I know our kitchen is kind of messy right now, but I just wanted to show you guys we got a new dishwasher and it works so much better. It has like the same amount of space in it obviously, but it just actually dries. Before it would wash them just fine, but the dry cycle never worked, so we would just get like soaking wet dishes out of our dishwasher. Hey guys, we're back in our paint clothes because we're painting the kitchen. So most of the walls are this yellowish brown color, which like I'll admit I don't love the yellowish brown, but the biggest problem is not so much the red. but the scuffs on the red wall. The people who lived here before us had a big table here and it covered up the scuffs. We don't have a big table. So we gotta cover up the scuffs with a new color of paint. So we just picked a new color. We're not keeping it red. We're gonna do like a dark blue. And I don't know, maybe eventually we'll change the like yellowish, brownish when we if we ever change the cabinets. But right now I think we just wanted to change the accent wall.
So obviously the next change we made in the kitchen was painting the accent wall. Here's me being really excited about the color we chose.
This is such a nice color. Look at this color. It's nice.
In my opinion, this was the easiest and most fun change we made this year. Painting an accent wall is seriously the best change you could make to a room because it's literally just painting one wall, but it totally changes the look of the space. It was hard for us to keep Bear in the paint-free zone though.
Bear.
The living room.
The living room. Come on, stay in there.
Stay.
Hey,
Sorry that you're right.
sorry that you're hyper.
And I was pretty disappointed when I realized we needed a second coat, but that wasn't too hard to add and I was really happy with the way it turned out. The final change in the kitchen for now was to add a pantry. And this was a huge deal to me because I hated having all our groceries stored in the cabinets, but we'll get to that later. By the way, life hack that I discovered, use a lint roller to get all the annoying styrofoam bits off of furniture that comes in the mail. Putting the pantry together was a process, as I'm sure anyone who's put furniture together understands. And I'm sure no one will be surprised when I say Bear was intrigued by this project too.
What, Bear?
Ooh, hello.
Bear's in the camera.
But eventually we got it where we wanted, doors, shelves, and all, and it was time to finally organize our horrible food cabinets.
So this is the current situation. We got our sauces, I guess, down here, spices above, and on the very top where Becca can't reach unless she's standing on a step stool, some snacks. Up here we've got baking supplies. That makes sense to be on the top because we don't use them very much. Down here, ramen, rice, starchy things. And on the very bottom shelf is the stuff that we use the most. Soups, when we have tacos, we put taco shells here. Soup ingredients, like broth. For some reason there's macaroni back there instead of up here. Oh, because these shelves are so freaking short that sometimes we're forced to put things in a section where it doesn't really make sense. So even though macaroni's a pasta, it's down here with the soup stuff. There's some snacks down here too because I got sick of reaching up here for everything. We can't even fit everything. The cereal has to come out. The bread is too long for our kind of shallow cabinets. So the bread comes down here. Our olive oil and vegetable oil are both too tall for the cabinet. So it's just kind of everything is everywhere. It doesn't make sense. And I'm just really excited to get it over here where things sort of will hopefully make sense. Here we go. Okay. So this is what we have now. Up here is baking stuff. So if you look behind some of my breakfast stuff, you can see a lot of the baking stuff is back there, but we don't bake a ton in this house. So it's the baking / breakfast area. This shelf is the pasta shelf. It's just pasta and ramen. We have so much ramen, I swear. We don't only eat ramen. That's why we have so much. When we buy it, it comes in packs of 6 and then it takes us a long time to go through all 6. And I also just put the vegetable oil and olive oil on this shelf because it's where it fit. There's not really a shelf that I think makes the most sense for that, so there it goes. The next shelf is our canned food and stuff that we use for soup. So we got canned fruit, canned soup, canned meat, canned vegetables, and then soup stuff, broth and bouillon cubes and that kind of stuff. Down here is the snack shelf, and this is just where the bread fit. So the bread's going down here with the peanut butter, and down here is the dog food.
Organizing this pantry was cathartic for me. The food cabinet situation had been bugging me for so long, but we were being kind of picky when pantry shopping. Ultimately, we settled on one that was the perfect size, but as you can see, doesn't exactly match our cabinet color. But whatever at this point, I'm just happy to fit all our food in one location.
Next order of business is the spice cabinet. So the big problem with the spice cabinet is that it's all on one shelf right now. So we always are having to, take stuff off to get to the other spices that we want. And we actually have what I believe is supposed to be a spice cabinet right here. I actually don't remember what exactly our reasoning was behind this. I guess it was kind of like we didn't want to put the dishes in what we were calling the pantry. It just didn't really make sense. But now we can actually put the spices in the spice cabinet and put these over here so that I don't have to climb up on the counter to reach the stuff that's on the top shelf. So that's what this is gonna be.
Organizing the spice cabinet was sort of an extra thing, but it definitely would have been weird to just randomly have the spices on that shelf when the Tupperware was clearly in the spice cabinet, and it freed up some space for other dishes. On this journey, I also realized that we have a lot, and I mean a lot, of repeat spices.
You are kidding me. How much basil do we have?
But after a few minutes, the spice cabinet situation was much better.
It doesn't look better because now it's taking up 3 shelves, but here's my reasoning. The 3rd shelf is entirely things that we have 2 of. I don't know how we wound up with 2 of so many freaking spices, but we have 2 salts, 2 parsleys, 3 or 4 basil leaves. So that's the extras shelf. And hopefully in the future I will remember, oh no, we ran out of a spice. Oh, let me go check the extras shelf. These 2 shelves I can reach, and they're the spices that I use the most. Behind them are spices that are used a little bit less. And then in here we have the sauces and stuff. So it's still, I don't know. I guess it's still a little bit weird. We have some food stuff with some dishes, but it couldn't fit anywhere else, so whatever. So here's the sauces, and then just kind of dishes that we don't use a lot, like our giant mugs and travel mugs, some more baking paraphernalia that only is required for very specific dishes, and then our Tupperware, which is going to be a lot easier for me to get to. The Tupperware was just really frustrating to access before. And of course, it's probably still a work in progress. It's gonna be constantly changing, probably, finding more convenient places for certain things to be. But right now, it's already 100% more convenient than it was before. I don't have to get on a step stool to reach anything that I would use on a daily basis. So I'm very happy. As a short girl, I'm really excited about this new setup. I'm not this short though, by the way. I put my tripod away, so I'm on the ground.
Oh, and we also got a new light fixture, so the lighting in there is way brighter. I didn't get any footage of the process, but I think you can see a difference. The other rooms only experienced minor changes. The bed got some new bedclothes, which I love. They're from Bee and Willow, and we got them on sale, and they feel like a hug from above. We also put a fan in there, which gives us better lighting and, of course, more airflow in the summer. We got a shower curtain that matches the rest of the bathroom, and we put up a hook to hang the towels. Not the best solution, but it works. The basement is almost exactly the same, except we got a new washing machine because the old one broke. And the living room. The living room. What to say about the living room? We had high hopes for this one, but guys, updating your flooring is expensive. Unfortunately, there wasn't a nice hardwood floor hiding under the carpet, so most of the changes in the living room right now are furniture related. We got actual couches, a matching ottoman, new side tables, and a lighter curtain. So right now, it kind of looks like a weird mishmash of styles, but once we get rid of this green carpet, I think it's gonna look really nice. The backyard's had its fair share of changes too. There was a dead tree back there when we moved in. We chopped it down, but I don't think we've removed the stump yet. We sold the swing set and put a vegetable garden in its place. This is our first time trying gardening, by the way. That's why it's really, really cramped and overgrown. Expect a whole video on our experiences as first-time gardeners. One of the front corners of our yard had an obscene amount of bamboo, which I'm sure looked cute at one point, but now it's just this huge clump of bamboo and it's out of control, constantly going over into our neighbor's yard. So we've been slowly taking care of that. Unfortunately, at the date that I'm recording this video, it still needs more work. So I can't show you a nice pretty backyard, but we're getting there. And lastly, the fire pit was a bit of a fire hazard, as we found. The rocks around it really weren't keeping the grass out, and we were maybe a little bit extra cautious because we didn't want to set our entire lawn on fire. So Eric went out there one day and replaced all the rocks with bricks that go a little bit higher up and seem to be doing a much better job of keeping the grass out. Pennsylvania summers are really nice, especially in the evenings, so I love going out there at night and, you know, Eric will grill some stuff and we'll burn all the yard waste in the fire pit, and it's relaxing, it's really nice. Oh, I think I also forgot to mention that we added some seating out there too. So overall, it's nothing fancy, but it is a really nice part of our home to just kind of chill in. And there are plenty of things we still want to change. In fact, hey babe, you want to come help me talk about our house?
Okay.
What do you think of our house?
It's good.
Yeah.
It's a good house.
What's your favorite thing that we have accomplished?
I'd say this upstairs space.
Yeah, me too.
Because it took the most effort to do out of all the painting projects, at least.
This is my favorite change too. And I use it a lot. You don't come up here as much as I do, but I spend a lot of time up here because it just makes me so happy. It's bright and pretty and it makes me happy. What else do we have left to do?
Well, the biggest things that we have left to do that we could get done in a budget would be our floors.
Yeah, that is like, I guess that's the cheapest, like, DIY.
Yeah, it still wouldn't really be that cheap.
It's
but,
not. We have other like big things that we want, like new cabinets in the kitchen and a new fridge, but that's expensive.
Yeah, we can't. We want a new fridge and a new stove, but we can't. But before we can get a new fridge, we need a new cabinets.
Before we get a new stove or a fridge, we have to get new cabinets, basically.
Right. Yeah.
But those are more expensive than just getting appliances. So it's like, we have to get a lot of money to buy the things that are cheaper. In my day one vlog, I said that we're gonna turn the basement into guest quarters, but it's like so gross down there.
It's pretty gross.
Mostly just because like bugs get in down there, and the concrete floor is like impossible to clean.
Yeah, because well, first we need to flood proof it, which is going to cost about $8 grand, and then we need to either do an epoxy seal on the flooring or put laminated cushion mats. There's things we need to do to improve the basement to make it livable, but those are also really expensive. So
Well, I really like our house.
yeah,
Especially like now that we've got it a little bit more like in our style. You like it too?
I do. Yeah, I've already said that.
Yay. Well, it's the conclusion, so I need you to say you like it again.
Oh, well, I like it.
Wow. So yeah, clearly we still have several things to do to get this house completely in our style, but I'm really proud of what we've accomplished so far. I know buying a home isn't a big thing on everyone's to-do list, but for us, it does feel like a pretty big milestone. Pennsylvania still feels like another world to me since I haven't had much opportunity to go out and explore the surrounding area, but this house at the very least feels like home. Hey, thanks for watching this little update. Some of you guys have been asking for a home tour forever, so I hope this satiated that need. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe because I put videos out every other Friday. Thanks so much for watching. See ya.